what?
I mean, play it by ear, Dad.
Henry, after all these years...
Judy!
Let me look at you. Yes, I would have known you anywhere.
Would you?
You've hardly changed at all.
Well, I'm a little grey, Judy.
You always were grey, Henry. You went grey after they bombed Moorcroft Street. But you look fantastic. How do you do it?
Just lucky, I suppose.
Oh, but you must work out.
No. I never bother with that sort of thing. Let nature take its course.
Well, what about me? How do I look? Have I changed?
No. You look wonderful.
Aren't you going to kiss me, Henry?
Can I get you a drink?
Well, I've ordered some champagne in my room. Is that all right?
Fine.
I expect they'll tell us when it's ready. Oh, sit down. We've got so much to talk about. I thought that after the champagne, we could just let the evening take care of itself.
Pardon?
I said we could just let the evening take care of itself. Let the wind blow where it will.
Let the wind what?
Blow where it will.
Why not?
I can't believe we're sitting here. I've traveled the world. I've been married 3 times. And yet the moments I've thought of sitting here with you, why is that, Henry?
Why is what?
Why I've often thought of sitting here in this place with you.
I'll tell you. Because you can take the girl out of Neasden, but you can't take Neasden out of the girl, Judy.
That's very true. You always were perceptive. Henry, if this evening works out, perhaps we could see each other again tomorrow. You could show me some of the sights, the river, the park, all the old familiar places. That champagne's ready yet. Henry, you see that woman by the door? Elderly, rather frumpish?
Yes.
We went through school together.
No.
It's true.
I don't believe
The
it.
same year.
Well, that's incredible. She looks 10 years older. 20. Judy, you see that man standing by the bar?
Oh, the one with the stick and the glasses?
And the twitch?
Yes.
I used to play football with him.
You couldn't have.
No, it's true, Judy. He's younger than I am.
But he can barely stand. What happens to people, Henry?
I don't know, Judy. Mind you, he did get kicked a few times.
Talking about the old days, whatever happened to Tony?
Tony?
Tony Wright.
Oh, he doesn't get out much. Heart.
Jimmy Lawrence?
Liver.
What about Gordon Snell, the keep fit fanatic? 50 press-ups a day.
Dead.
Henry, looks like we're the only ones left of the class of 43.
Well, the only one standing, Judy.
Oh, gee, Henry, I'm having such a good time.
So am I. Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we meet each other tomorrow, and I'll show you all the old places. The park, the river.
I've already said that, Henry.
Oh, have you? Yes, well, it is rather noisy down here. Perhaps we should go up. It'd be quieter.
Why not? I expect the champagne's chilled by now. And I feel like taking my shoes off.
Why not?
What's that, Henry?
What?
On the table?
It looks like some sort of hearing device.
Then it's not yours.
Pardon?
It's not yours.
No, I'll hand it in at the desk. It certainly isn't mine.
Well, it certainly isn't mine.
No.
Mine never comes out.
You've got one.
Yes. So you needn't be embarrassed. Must have been the bombing in Moorcroft Street.
I thought... Well, I didn't want you to think I was ancient.
You don't have to worry. You look great.
Do I?
Yes. You must let me have the name of that mud pie.
It's Matthew.
Are you going to tell him, Henry?
He won't like it, Judy.
Well, he's got to know sometime. It's not that I've got anything against him personally. I just find him kind of subversive.
Oh, yes, he's subversive, all right. He's been subversive for years.
I don't like what he said about the president.
I don't like what he said about the president.
I just don't feel he'd be accepted back home.
What makes you think he's accepted here?
Hi, Pa. Hi, Judy. You look swell.
I'll go and freshen up, Henry.
You're seeing a lot of each other, Dad. Must be the third time this week.
Yes, well, Judy's flying off to Spain tomorrow.
Oh, you'll miss her.
Yes. She said I like New York.
Did she?
Yes, in fact, she suggested a visit.
Oh, great. The Big Apple. I can't wait. I've got my bags packed already. New York. New York, what a wonderful town. Yeah.
You're not invited.
What?
You're not invited.
Let me get this straight. You mean I'm not invited?
That's the bottom line, Matthew.
Don't use Americanisms on me. Why not?
Well, for one thing, they wouldn't let you in. You're a communist.
I'll resign.
You mean you'd abandon your principles?
Yes.
Well, it's not just that. Judy doesn't think it's a good idea, and, well, not straight away. She thinks children can be disruptive in this situation, and she knows about these things.
Well, she's certainly had a lot of experience. All those marriages. Surprising the children had time to be disruptive. Think she must have a season ticket at that registry office. She'll probably get special rates.
Now, that's enough.
Married 3 times, coming up for 4. And what makes you think you'll succeed where Polanski, Franco and Schwartz failed?
Schwartz didn't fail. He died.
I wonder why. I don't like her, Dad.
Well, it's mutual, and it's your fault.
Well, I don't care. He won't like New York. You can't even drive on the left side, never mind the right. He'll be a pedestrian. That means you'll be either mugged in the subway or knocked down by a yellow cab. Would you like me to send a wreath or flowers?
And it's not definite yet.
After all I've done for you. Getting you into shape, getting your face right.
Well, if it works out, you can come for a holiday.
Can I?
And this is still your home. I'll give you a key.
Oh, that's great. I was a latchkey child, now I'm going to be a latchkey grown-up.
If I'm going to get that flight tomorrow, Henry, I better go and pack.
But I will see you before you go.
Yes, I'll meet you.
Where?
I know. What about the White Bridge?
The White Bridge.
Is that wise? Won't it bring back bitter memories, Judy?
On the contrary, I find it rather symbolic, Matthew.
Yeah, symbolic.
Yes, the Bridge of Sighs. Funny to think if you two had met that night, I wouldn't have been born.
Yes.
And I suppose the moving finger writes and having writ moves on and all thy piety.
All right, Matthew.
I suppose fate never intended you to meet.
I don't know about fate. I was there.
So was I.
Funny you didn't see each other, was it foggy?
No, it was a cold, clear evening. I stood there for 2 hours. I was frozen. He could have struck matches on me. If only you'd waited, Judy.
I waited, Henry. And I'd like to point out it's the only time in my life I've ever been stood up. I was very hurt.
Hurt? Well, you didn't look hurt when you were on the back of Tony Wright's Vespa.
I was on the rebound.
Some rebound.
Now, look, Henry, Henry, what are we arguing? It was 30 years ago.
Of course it was, and whatever happened, we're going to put it right.
Yes. I'll see you tomorrow, Henry. Goodbye, Matthew.
Bye.
I think you've just blown your holiday.
Something the matter, Dad?
You've done it again.
Done what?
Blighted my chance of happiness.
What's happened?
She didn't turn up.
That's nothing to do with me.
Isn't it? I waited an hour and a half. She never came. I phoned the hotel. She wasn't there. She didn't leave a message. She just stood me up. How could she have done it?
Never mind, Dad. It's only twice in 30 years.
Well, that's no consolation.
If it was twice, perhaps you did stand her up. Perhaps this is revenge.
I didn't stand her up.
Well, that's not what she says. Perhaps she's planned this for 30 years just to get her own back.
Matthew, I was there. I was there that night and I was there today.
Oh. Which white bridge was it?
I'll never trust another woman as long as... What do you mean, which white bridge was it? Only one white bridge, the one by the pavilion.
That's grey.
It's white, Matthew.
If you say so. I thought you meant the one by the bandstand.
Well, that's not white. Is it?
It's whiter than the grey one.
You mean there are two white bridges? Well, why didn't you tell me? My God. You've done it again!